Hello everyone, I'm the Mad Hatter 92, Gamer Coffee Lover Otaku, and welcome back. Now, it's been some time since I've been on here. I got rid of all my videos except for one. I was just browsing through a lot of them and just wasn't happy with it, so I thought, keep the same channel, just, start fresh. And I'm going to continue what I was doing before, just up the ante on my upload schedule. A couple other things, work, life, constant juggling act. And I apologize, my voice sounds a bit off. I currently have COVID right now. I'm getting a lot better. I mean, how my voice sounds now compared to it was a few days ago, I sounded like Marge a couple days ago, so I'm getting better, but little by little. But I bought Cyberpunk 2077 the day of release, December 10th, 2020, and with all the backlash and the memes aside, I really enjoyed it even on launch. I had quite a few bugs, of course. I was playing on the Xbox One X. I had nothing, totally groundbreaking when it comes to glitches. I've had some clipping, I had some, texture distortion, and I had some T-posing, of course, while driving, and sometimes my characters didn't have clothes on. But other than that, I really didn't have anything too bad of glitches. Several, but nothing too groundbreaking. And then after all the patches they did, even then, I still thoroughly enjoyed the game. Like I don't. To each their own. Everyone has their own opinion about everything, and that's all well and good. If you enjoy it at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And I really enjoyed it. Even got a day one, I really enjoyed it. Took my time, and then I haven't played in a couple years. And then I was browsing on the Microsoft Store recently, a couple weeks back, and I saw the Phantom Liberty came out with the base game as well. So originally it was like almost $100 for both the base game and Phantom Liberty, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Like I got it for like 60, $65. It was on sale. Not that much, but still not bad. Now, I beat the base game, and I picked the Nomad path. That's my favorite path to choose from. Between Nomad, Street Kid, and Corpo, I've done all of them previously on the last gen console. Now I'm playing the Xbox Series X, and like I said before, the patches they did before, they've done then to now, it looks great. I think the game looks good back then, but even looks better now. They really, it's kind of like Dying Light 2, when it came out. It's like, I enjoyed the game very much, but they're still working on it. I guess there's some like sketchy backlash now. What's going on with Dying Light right now in the studio? I don't know for sure, but I heard there's some things going on. But I'm really proud of all the work they put into these patches with the game with Cyberpunk, and it's great. I really enjoyed it. I like it's almost in a way after all they improved upon. I think it feels like a whole new game in a manner of speaking. It really does. Uh, I really liked it. Did the same path, Nomad first, and I'm still working on it. I just recently got into Phantom Liberty just last week. Now it's not as long. I think it's like maybe it's less than 30 hours if I'm not mistaken. Mm, it's a longer DLC than I thought, which is good. I thought it was just going to be like a 5 or 6 hour campaign. I was like, I don't know about that. Granted, I was due to get it for a long time because I like the game so much. I got to get the DLC with it. And currently, right now, 83 or 84 hours I'm into it. Now, granted, there's like maybe one or two missions in the base game I didn't get to, and they're still available. But there's this one mission I just can't get the hacking into it just right. Not that I've never been that good with technical abilities and stuff in the game. I've done some builds with that before. Nothing, too taxing. Not like an edge runner, but still pretty good. I'm more of a reflex, body, and cool guy. I love using pistols in the game. Pistols, revolvers, shotguns, assault rifles, and melee weapons are probably my favorite things to use. Especially revolvers. I freaking love the revolvers. And just the pistols in general in Cyberpunk. And I got a lot of with along the patches, you get a lot of new bells and whistles and stuff. You get some new exclusive weaponry with Phantom Liberty, new cars, a lot more side contracts and gigs with some other characters from the base game. I like that they implemented that as well. Like you can still talk to your people and actually get some stuff done from them in Phantom Liberty. So far, I'm only probably about maybe 3 hours into Phantom Liberty, maybe four at most. The one thing I've been doing a lot is like grinding for a lot of money. Money's a lot easier to get now than it was, I think, originally. I'm doing a lot of carjacking. I'm doing the for taking a lot of cars and delivering them. You have certain stipulations, of course, with El Captain, and it's annoying. I like the fact to get a lot of money, you get some exclusive weaponry. Sometimes it's the same. You give them the drop off point. You have a tail. People will be following you, shooting your car up. You have to deliver in good condition. You're timed. certain things like that. It doesn't change up all too much. Granted, it's a good way to get some money quick, but it gets a little repetitious. I mean, I'll do it. And I'm just thinking to myself, I've probably done about how many cars have I delivered so far? I think I've done about maybe 20 or almost 20 of them. Like, okay, like I don't know if this continues throughout the duration of Phantom Liberty or not. Granted, I'm not complaining because I'm getting money out of it. And the best thing about that, not only you get the money, some exclusive weapons as well. Granted, some are rinse, slather, and repeat, but also you get these auto fixer cards. So you go to any drop off point where you have you can buy cars, and you get certain vehicles that are just exclusive to Phantom Liberty, and you get discounts on all the other cars as well. So compared to what you would pay for them before, having those fixer deals is a lot better. So you can get a lot better price for your bargain, which is great. I got this is the most cars I've had in any playthrough of Cyberpunk, and I like the weaponized mechanics too. Granted, you can shoot when you're on a bike in a car, and I guess there's some bikes you can use like melee weapons and stuff now. I haven't checked it out for myself, but I'll have to do that soon. But I'm really liking the driving too, tweaking the mechanics on that. Some of them obviously are going to handle the same. Like some are like it's a shopping cart, others don't handle so well. Even with the original one, I thought the driving was fun. That's a great way to traverse the city, and you have a lot of fast travel points, obviously. But I just really, I haven't been. I was playing all this time, and I think to myself, there's been a lot of games you get immersed in, media, shows, all that. When it comes to video games, you really do get immersed, and I can't recall a time I was this immersed in a video game like ever. I mean, kudos to them. I was before, but now even more so. And I'm really liking it. I'm just exploring every nook and cranny, the playtime I've had, and all the weapons I'm getting, the side gigs, etc., etc. It's a fantastic time. And if you've never played Cyberpunk, when you've seen all the backlash and things aside with it, give it a try now. The 2.0 update, and they're continuing to go on with that. It's great. I think you should check it out. And then December 10th it released, and then 2 years later we got something else good out of it too. Something actually not entirely, but kind of breathed new life into it in a way. Edge Runners came out September. I forget the date. September 2022. And it was a really good show. It was on Netflix. It was an adaptation to Cyberpunk Edge Runners. And it takes time a little bit before V's story unfolds. And it's really good. It's only about 10 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. And short, sweet. The pacing's good. And it really pays homage to the game itself. It's just really well implemented. You have certain tracks returning, certain new bits of music playing in there as well. Characters. Hell, you can get some exclusive, clothing and weapons from some of the edge runners in the show in the base game. It's great. And I'm just really liking it. I've done some quests before I haven't gotten access to, like the base. I remember back on my Xbox One X, I did almost all of Carrie's missions, but I never got anything more. I stopped after the gig playing Chippin' In. And then in this new playthrough, I was able to finish his complete storyline, which I didn't know. There was like several more side quests with his character afterwards. I'm like, I didn't know that. I didn't look at either because I don't want spoilers because I haven't finished his full storyline. Now he is a romance option, but I usually play as male V, and I've done a female V. Last one I did with her was a corporal, and you can romance. He's only romanced with male V, and you have Riverboard, and then you have Pan Am, and you have Judy. And in Phantom Liberty, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's any romance options. What you had previously is still your romance option. But I'm kind of glad they did that. I mean, maybe add something in there, but I'm not entirely sure. For the DLC, I'm not sure it'd be worth putting on a new romance option in there. But you never know. But with all this going on, don't know for sure if we're going to be getting a sequel. I'm sure we are going to get a sequel. There's talk of a show, like a live action show, possibly even a movie, which I don't know. It's just all up in smoke for now. We don't know for sure. But if they are indeed doing that, a live action adaptation show, a movie, and a sequel, I just want the sequel. Now, if they do go that route, I'm more concerned about the game than the movie and the show itself, because Edge Runners on Netflix was fantastic. They did a really good job. And there's some other ones that have been good too. Some Netflix exclusives like Godzilla Singular Point, Edge Runners, I can name a couple others. But for a live action show, who takes it on, and especially for a movie, they have some big shoes to fill, because that's not going to be an easy feat. I mean, Hollywood just has a way of just I can prattle on with video game adaptations turned into movies. It's hit or miss. A lot of times it's miss, but to each your own. But with the sequel, we don't. There's not a lot I know, obviously, but I'm sure it's not going to be a continuation of V's story. Maybe someone else, or I don't know. I don't want to say a prequel, but maybe something like that. Maybe a prequel, or maybe something a little after the events of V. But we don't know. We'll find out when more details drop. I just want to get back into this shortly. Get back into it. Feels good to do this. I'm gonna do this when I can. Work, all that stuff, life itself. It's a constant balancing act, and I intend to get back onto this on a regular basis. Thank you for joining me. Take care and have a good day.